All right, so today I am going to start journaling the next 36 days with no alcohol to see how my body and mind changes. Specifically, I'll be focusing on body composition, strength, and work productivity, and mental clarity, as well as just general reflection on how my well-being is going. Now, for context, I would definitely be classified as what you would call, I guess, a functional alcoholic. I typically drink 6 to 7 days a week to the point of what I would say is blacking out and wake up the next day mildly hungover, and then I just start work. And while on a daily basis I'm still able to get majority of the core things I need to get done, I'm questioning how well I'm doing it and everything else that goes on throughout the day. Tasks like keeping my home tidy, my finances, even emotional stability have all become more challenging over the last several years, and now I just want to take control of my life back. So, rules of the challenge consist of no drinking alcohol until March 18th, which is my birthday, hence 36 days, even though the title says 30 days, it's just easier for the title. Things like cough syrup and NA beer, which occasionally do have 0.5% alcohol, are acceptable. We're not going to get through that technicality. In the event that I fail this challenge, I have to do a 10K run, which, by the way, I hate running. Now, I am recording this segment on day 5, so before we get too deep, let's go back a few days prior to this challenge leading up to things so you can kind of get an idea of where we started. All right, guys, it is 11:45 p.m. on February 7th. I've been drinking since probably 8:30 this evening. I was at a pool tournament. I probably had 4 or 5 shots of whiskey and 4 or 5 McUltras. But I'm recording this video right now because I've decided that I wanted to document what my mission is after the Super Bowl, which is Sunday, February 9th. And as you can see, I still have a shot here. The Super Bowl will be my last day of drinking until St. Patrick's Day or my birthday. I haven't really planned that out. My Christmas tree still being up almost a month and a half after Christmas was a pretty good indicator of how unproductive I had been. I had just gotten out of a relationship at the beginning of December, and while I was able to transition from that fairly quick, I also had to just find comfort in complacency, and that's not the type of person I ever wanted to become. Relationships have never really been my specialty. In fact, that one was the first one in 8 years. But I've always been able to look at myself in the mirror and be happy with who I was and what I was doing. Now I was staring down the bottom of a whiskey glass and wondering when this damn Christmas tree would just take itself down. I was realizing I needed to manage the relationship with myself before trying to manage relationships with others. Alright, real quick, just gonna do the first weigh-in. This is the day before the challenge actually starts, and I will be starting at 147 pounds even. As you guys can see right there, 147 pounds. Alright guys, it is 11:58 p.m. Sunday after the Super Bowl. The Eagles have won. I've been drinking since... This is the last drink that I will have until March 18th. So we'll see how that goes. So we're gonna do it as a double shot though. So cheers to that. No more of that. Okay guys, that's gonna be it for this episode. and on the next episode, we'll start following the day-to-day adjustments and progress for what it's like to go the next 36 days without alcohol. Here's what I'll tell you though. Over the next 36 days, I have some very ambitious goals I want to accomplish, some of which include winning the Regionals APA pool tournament on March 1st, and if I win that, then I'll get to go to Vegas and play in an even bigger tournament, which would be at the end of April. I have gotten used to playing competitive pool with a buzz, so it would be a huge challenge to win a tournament at that level completely sober from alcohol. I also want to write and finish the first draft of an entire book, not like a 40-page novella either, but like a full-fledged book. I also would love to be able to run a mile in under 9 minutes. In high school, I was able to run a mile in something like 7 minutes. I'm 37 now. I don't think I've ran a mile since then. So I imagine 9 minutes will still be a fairly lofty goal. I'm also training for a 5K, regardless of whether I fail the challenge or not. I'm still going to run a 5K. I want to get my bench press back to 180 pounds. I just started my gym membership back up the other day, and I couldn't even bench press my weight, which is actually very embarrassing. So I am hoping within a month's time I can get it back to 180, which probably seems pretty weak for a lot of people, but I do only weigh 147 pounds. Now, if I'm being honest with you, these goals are typically goals that would take closer to a year for me to accomplish, and if I hit them all, I would be very impressed with myself. But as Vince Lombardi says, we will chase perfection and we will achieve excellence. So I'll see you guys in the next episode, and if you want to support my journey, please hit the like button and the subscribe button. Maybe even leave a comment if you want my vlog to beat the algorithm, so to speak. There's also a wish list in the links below if anyone wants to help with items to achieve these goals. And you know, that's pretty much it. So again, thank you for watching. Thank you for the support, and I will see you all again soon in the next episode.